Hi everybody, welcome to a new lesson. Today we're going to start unit number 2 of the year. This unit is called Money and How to Spend It. The objectives of today's lesson are to identify specific and general information of a text and also to identify and apply the use of the present continuous tense. Okay, so let's start with the lesson. Okay, unit number 2. This unit is called Money and How to Spend It. Let's start with the first activity. Here we have different prices and here we have different objects. The idea is that you match each price with each object, okay? So now I need that you please stop the video and do the activity. Did you finish? Okay, so let's check now. You have to listen and check your answers.
Unit 2, page 20. Reading. Exercise 2. A.
The watch is £22.75.
B.
The notebook costs $8.25.
C.
The laptop costs £835.
D.
The camera is $249.
E.
The pen costs €1.49.
F.
The sandwich is £5.99.
So, number 1, letter E, correct. Number 2, letter A, very good. Number 3, letter D, the camera. Number 4, letter F, the sandwich. Number 5, letter B, the notebook. And number 6, letter C, the laptop. Okay, so now I need that you please open your student books on page number 29. Page 29. We're going to read a dialogue of a soap opera. Do you know the meaning of soap opera? Teleserie. This is a teleserie, okay? A dialogue of a soap opera. So let's start with the reading. The dialogue is between two people. These two people. A boy and a girl. Tom and Maddie. So let's start with the reading. Hi, Maddie. Maddie says, where are Mom and Dad? They're out at the supermarket, I think. They're doing some shopping or something. What are you doing? Me? I'm looking for something. Okay, what are you looking for? A shirt and some trousers. I'm going out. It's Friday and I have plans for tonight, so I'm choosing my clothes. But it's only 4 o'clock, says the girl. I know, I need time to choose. Do you need any help? I can help you. No, well, maybe. Okay, yes. Think about colors. I'm thinking about yellow. No, not a good idea. Why not? Because yellow just isn't interesting. But I like yellow, like this. I'm trying to help you, Tom. I'm telling you, do not wear a yellow shirt. You're laughing. Why are you laughing at me? I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the shirt. It looks terrible. I need some ideas. You're right. Look at this. Here in this magazine, see this guy? He's wearing beautiful clothes. Yes, but he's good looking and rich too, probably. I'm not good looking. Yes, you are. But of course, I'm only saying that because you're my brother. Okay, have you got your money? Yes, why? I want to take you to town, to a clothes shop, and maybe a shoe shop too. That sounds great. Nothing expensive though. Don't worry, nice clothes aren't always expensive. Come on. You know, I dream about being famous one day and about having fantastic clothes. Do you dream about that too? Tom, I'm 9 years old. I dream about ice cream. Okay, we can get ice cream after we buy the clothes. Okay, so now let's go back to page number 20. Activity 6. Mark the sentences T true or F false. Correct the false ones. Okay, so here we have different sentences about the text, the dialogue of the soap opera, and you have to say if the sentence is true or false, and if the sentence is false, you have to correct it. Okay, so stop the video now, please, and do the activity. Did you finish? Okay, let's check then. Number 0. It's 6 o'clock on Friday afternoon. False. It's 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. Number 1. Tom is deciding what to wear. What do you think? True or false? True, correct. Number 2. Maddie thinks yellow is a good idea. What do you think? False. She thinks it's a bad idea or a terrible idea. Number 3. Tom thinks he's good looking. What do you think? False. He thinks he's not good looking. Number 4. Tom wants to buy expensive clothes. What do you think? False again. He wants to buy nothing expensive. And number 5. Tom wants to be famous one day. What do you think? The answer is true. Very good. Before we continue with the lesson in the book, I'm going to explain you the use of the new tense present continuous. Okay, so pay attention. We're going to use the present continuous tense to talk about actions that are happening in this moment. Do you remember about the present simple? We used present simple to talk about habits and routines, things that we usually do, for example, twice a month or 2 times a week, etc. Okay, present continuous is not like that. You are going to use the present continuous to talk about actions that are happening now, right now, in this moment. Not every Monday or twice a year, no, now, okay? So let's see the structure of the tense. First, affirmative form. Okay, in the first word that you have to obviously write or say is the subject. The subject can be the name of a person, a pronoun, or even an animal. Then you have to use the verb to be. Do you remember the verb to be? Okay, pay attention. In Spanish, the verb to be is ser o estar. Okay, 2 meanings, dos significados. And this verb can change. How? Depending on the subject, depending on the pronoun. For example, if the pronoun is I, the verb to be is am. If the pronoun is she, the verb to be is. And if the pronoun is you, the verb to be is are. Okay, so the 3 forms of the verb to be are am, is, and are. Okay. Then you have to use the main verb, the action, with the ing form at the end of the verb. And finally, the complement. So let's see the example. First, I, then verb to be, am, then the main verb, the action with the ing form, doing, and finally the complement, my homework right now. I'm going to read it again. I am doing my homework right now. In Spanish, yo estoy haciendo mi tarea ahora mismo. Okay? That is present continuous. Right now. I am doing my homework right now. Let's see the negative form. Negative form. First, the structure. You have to use a subject, then the verb to be, and then not, because it's the negative form. Then the main verb with the ing form, and finally the complement. So let's see the example. They aren't or are not. You can use both, aren't or are not. Studying chemistry now. In Spanish, ellos no están estudiando química ahora. They, the verb to be, are, because the subject is they, then not, then the verb with the ing form, study, studying, and the complement chemistry now. And finally, the interrogative form, the questions with present continuous. Okay, this time you have to use the verb to be first, then the subject, then the verb with the ing form, and finally the complement and the question mark. Okay, look at the example. Are, verb to be first, remember? You, the subject. Listening, verb with the ing form, to Maroon 5. This is the question. Are you listening to Maroon 5? In Spanish, ¿estás tú escuchando a Maroon 5? Okay, very good. Let's continue. Look at this table. Here we have the positive or affirmative form of present continuous, the negative form of present continuous, and the question form or the interrogative form of present continuous. Look, first, the subject, he, I, he, she, it, you, we, you, and they. Then the verb to be, am, is, and are. And then the verb with the ing form, starting. I am starting, he is starting, she is starting, and so on. Look at the example. I am crying. I am crying. Yo estoy llorando. In this moment, remember that. Let's see the negative form. The subject first, I, he, she, it, etc. The verb to be, am, is, are. Then not, and the verb with the ing form. Look, I am not starting. He is not or isn't starting. You are not or aren't starting. Look at the example. She is not crying or she isn't crying. And finally, the interrogative or question form. First, the verb to be, then the subject, and finally the verb with the ing form. Look, am, is, are. Then I, he, she, it, you, we, you, they. And the verb with the ing form, starting. So look at the example. Are you crying? So in this case, you have to change the verb to be and the subject, and you're going to write are you instead of you are. Are you crying is the question form. Okay, And this is the homework that you have to do this week. You have to open your student books this time, not the workbook, student books, on page number 22. And your homework is that you have to complete activity number 2, only activity number 2. The instruction says complete the sentences. Use the present continuous of the verbs. And here we have different sentences, remember, in affirmative, negative, and interrogative form. And you have to use the verbs in parentheses. And you have to complete the spaces here with the correct use of the present continuous. Look at the example. Sorry, Jenny's not here. She, and you have to use do this time, she is doing. Why? Because remember that you have to use the verb to be first and then the verb, the main action, with the ing form. Okay, so she is or she's doing some shopping in town. Okay? Great. And that is the end of today's lesson. Remember to do your homework and remember to be prepared for your online classes. Okay? You have to watch the video and do the homework. That's it. So please be prepared, okay? See you next lesson. Bye.